Hi there, I'm Jonah Rosenblum, this is Colin Becht, and we just got back from Welsh Shrine Arena where the Northwestern Wildcats defeated the Ohio State Buckeyes 64-53. A huge win for the Wildcats tonight. They beat Illinois on Sunday, they beat Ohio State tonight, two teams they hadn't defeated in an awfully long time. Colin, how important was this victory for the program?
Well, I think what really said it all was when senior center Amy Jaschke said she was literally speechless after the game in terms of how much the win meant for the program. She mentioned the Illinois win, the first time Cats had beaten the Illini since 1999, and this win over Ohio State, their first in the past 20 games. Obviously, anytime you beat Ohio State, who's won the past 5 regular season Big Ten titles, that's going to be an important win. They may not be the same caliber team they were this past couple of years. They're still a very good ranked number 24 in the nation. So obviously a tremendously large win for a program trying to gain more respect in the conference.
And tonight was a big matchup between Ohio State and Northwestern. It was also billed as a huge matchup between Jentel Lavender and Amy Jaschke. But oddly enough, at least early in the game, it wasn't the two of them that dominated that game. Instead, it was players like Samantha Prahalis for Ohio State. For Northwestern, they got contributions all over, from Brittany Orban, Kendall Hackney, Allison Mackey off the bench. It was really impressive. A lot of players came through with points. Also rebounds. I think there were 3 players with 9 rebounds or more. So Northwestern, up and down the roster, getting contributions.
When you mentioned Mackey, I think that was very crucial. Northwestern was down 16-9 early when she came in, really provided them an offensive spark. Earlier they were not finding good shots, really forcing things up. After Mackey started picking up the pace a little bit, and then through that they were getting much better looks. And obviously she, in terms of her points alone and rebounds as well, was provided a tremendous contribution coming off the bench.
And it's really important for Northwestern because at times they rely very heavily on Amy Jaschke. She's the team's leading scorer. She's the second leading scorer in the Big Ten. But the flaw of this team, and when you're playing top teams, you need other players to score, and sometimes they rely on Jaschke too heavily. Tonight they got other contributions. Now the score was 23-16 at the half, very low scoring first half. Can you talk a little bit about what happened in the second half when Northwestern exploded offensively?
Well, more simply, they were just making their shots. First half they shot 36%, up that to 50% in the second half. Now why that shooting percentage went up, they were not settling for contested jumpers like they were early on. And then partially just momentum builds on momentum. Someone hits a big 3, someone else steps up with a big 3. And they just seem to build off of each other continually and then push that lead. They were up by as much as 20 in the second half.
And while Northwestern got its offense going early in the second half, Ohio State was never able to get its offense going until the last several minutes of the game, and by then it was too late. Ohio State shot just 31% tonight. That was a big problem, and while Joe McCune said the team played good defense, and that's true, Ohio State missed a lot of easy shots tonight. They missed some short jumpers that were open, they missed layups, they missed a lot of shots that were very makeable, and McCune said it himself. He said they missed a lot of shots tonight that they would usually make.
Well, yeah, definitely. Anytime a team that averages close to 75 points per game, scores 53 and only shoots 31.5%, there's some of that's going to be the opponent, but some of that's just going to be an off night. Obviously, when you have the track record that Ohio State does, you're going to be able to recruit good, talented players who know how to shoot. So I think some of instances was just sort of an off night for players. With Jentel Lavender, the Big Ten's leading scorer, I think Northwestern did a very good job of any time she got the ball down low, they really swarmed to her, not letting her get an open look at the hoop. She was 2 of 12 on shooting in the first half, and I think that statistic is really a testament to the group effort they made to shut her down in the post.
And in reference to his team's struggles tonight, Coach Jim Miller of Ohio State said afterwards he was simply perplexed. He's been coaching a long time, but he didn't really have too many words to describe this one. So to close, Northwestern moves to 14-4 on the season, 3-2 in Big Ten play, 2 huge wins for them against Illinois and now against Ohio State. This weekend they take on Purdue in West Lafayette, Indiana. We'll be covering that live, but for now, for Colin Becht, I'm Jonah Rosenblum. Have a great night.